104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It is Monday, November the 6th of 2023 at 6 o'clock on the dot with the gang. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam.
First Monday of daylight savings. The sun will rise at 6 a.m. now, and it'll start to set at 5 a.m.
6 a.m.
Y'all.
right now.
Y'all
set at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, they said it should start to rise at 6 a.m.
At 5 a.m.
5 p.m. 5 p.m. p.m.
Yo, yesterday was so
That'd be a long
awesome.
day.
The extra hour. Even though we preached it all day Friday, I still totally spaced and I forgot.
You?
Yeah, I forgot that we fell back. And so when I woke up, usually I'm like, I have the
Your phone
Sunday.
automatically updates.
No, I know, but I'm saying my body. Like when I woke up, I didn't know that I was back an hour. So I was thinking, my bad, sad Sunday, Christian Sundays, I'm supposed to be going to church. My mom's always giving me grief because I don't go enough. And I was like, oh, gosh, I guess I'm going to miss it again. It's 10:15. I was like, it's 9:15. I'm going to take the kids to church.
No.
The kids
got
are
my
like, darn it.
Sunday
We tried
points.
to speed the time
They
up.
went around and changed all the
listen,
clocks
you know
in the
what?
house.
I don't know how many adults are in this same boat, but in my world, if my mom sees me at church, I get good vibe points. Like I get good vibes points. And, like I didn't go to church unless she saw me go to church. Like I've been at church before where she didn't see me because there's a lot of people. It's a big church.
Forget Jesus. I would worry about my mom.
And I'm just like, yeah. I'm
Well-
like, Mom, I was there. And she's like, you went to church today? I was like, yes, I was right there, but we kept missing each other because like Sunday school's over here and oh, that's so nice. You went to church today. Like it just
Well,
makes her
Roula,
smile.
mark your calendar. I'm actually going this weekend. My mom is doing she's part of her church's big fundraiser gala. And I donated some art, and I'm escorting my mom. It was like a fancy thing. It's
Tell
like
you, this is what your parents, like your
$150
moms
for
get
the
real
ticket.
excited for it.
Is that church, though, or is that a nighttime
It's a
thing?
church. It's
I mean, is it
Is
church?
it at the church?
It's
or is that an
it's
event
connected to the church.
I mean, are you going to
the
church?
The
banquet
hall? Oh, the hall.
Like in the morning?
Is there a service?
Yeah, I believe so. So I'll be going to the church and then going over to the banquet, and
Nice.
I gotta put on church clothes for the
Look
first
at
time in
you.
a long time.
Whoa, do you even have those?
I don't know.
Make sure your skirt's to your knees.
I don't,
Yeah,
I
at
don't
least
really
below
wear
your
a skirt,
knee.
but
My
on Sundays.
mom is coming into town.
For the Nutcracker Market?
Well, she was supposed to
Let's just
come, but
stay
then my
with her.
little brother's soccer team was killing it. They were supposed to be making it to the NCAA for the first time ever for their soccer.
Oh, nice.
And it was going to be awesome. And then they lost on Saturday.
Aw.
So,
Oh, is that when you
you're
text
like-
us all going, yes, they lost.
like,
I
yay.
did not text you that.
You're so excited.
But yeah, so I think he may. It depends. Like all these other teams have to knock each other out in order for him to get the bid and to go into the tournament because they lost on Saturday. If they would have won on Saturday,
They're automatically in.
they would have been automatically in. That my mom was not going to come out, but because they lost, now Mama G's coming out, and I'm so excited to have her here.
But what if
And it's Nutcracker Market
they get put
weekend.
back in, though, because two other teams lose?
Well, I told her I was like, on the plus side of COVID,
Roller
they
coaster, you're
started
gonna be-
streaming the games.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
that's
can.
cool.
I've been watching all of his games, even though I'm not up in
I
Pennsylvania.
mean, she's coming no matter what, even if somehow he ends up.
Well, if she went the plane ticket, honey. That's
so.
going to take precedence, isn't it?
You can change
Well,
the plane.
sorry
No,
about
because
the
she
plane
already,
ticket.
she already bought it. She was supposed to come like last week, and
That's not
then
going to be a good excuse then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, because it's you can some of those airlines you can just kind of change the date and
Right,
not have
right,
any
right.
That's tough
penalty.
because this is the last game. He's a senior, right?
Yeah, but he's a redshirt senior, which means
Oh, he can play next year.
He can play next year.
I didn't know that phrase, red shirt.
Redshirt senior means that 1 year he did not play because during COVID they didn't have a season.
Sure.
So he gets an extra year of play.
Even if he graduates?
Correct, but he's not graduating because he didn't
interesting.
follow my suggestions and my information.
About what classes to
of
take and how many
keeping-
hours?
Yeah, of keeping his GPA up very, very high so that he can get into grad school and not do everything that Mark has done wrong.
oh,
Oh, yeah, I
You're
was
out on your
super
brother.
mad. Super mad at him.
Hey, you
But-
learn from mistakes, right?
I
You won't
know,
listen.
I know, but it's
That's
like,
the worst.
come
Then I
on,
know what it's
dude.
like.
I'm saving you thousands of dollars. Literally keep your GPA up.
This is
That's
good
all
training
you
for your
gotta
son
do.
in about 17 years, 18
Oh my
years.
gosh, GPA up. I don't care about anything else. Just GPA up. That's all the schools look
What was
at.
he doing?
He just, I don't even know what he was doing. He doesn't even drink or party. It's like, bro, you have no excuse.
Would that be would that officially be called lollygagging?
I
Just wasting
guess.
time.
Like, I don't know what he was doing. Oh, so frustrating.
It is.
I'm so frustrated. It's like
You're
he's
like
just
a parent.
Yeah, I
You're just a
am. I
sister.
am.
You are a parent now.
Bro, all you had to do was keep your GPA up.
Well, let me give it a shout out
But yeah,
to
Mama
something
G's
really
coming.
exciting because we've all been there before. Today is my niece Evie's 16th birthday, and she's taking her driver's license.
Shut up.
yeah.
She's
That's
16
fun.
already?
Happy birthday, Evie! Sweet 16.
Awesome. She's gonna do it today.
She's doing it today. She's going to go take her driver's test. So last night she was practicing parallel parking with my brother. It's my brother's little girl for those that can't keep track of my map of siblings and cousins and grandkids and moms and dads.
Grandkids.
Like all the grandkids. My mom has
Now you don't
8
even
of
have
them.
to
I don't
parallel
have them,
park.
but
The
my
car will
mom's-
do it for you.
And she should explain it like.
You can't do that. And plus, that's
what's
not,
that
his
over
car
there?
isn't that kind. Dude, I think that my car does that, and I've never once tried
I've
that.
never tried it either.
I didn't even ask my dealer, like, hey, how do I do this
They
again?
showed me how, but I don't know how to do
Just
it.
go, sir.
What?
This is Houston, Texas.
That's cool.
You maybe parallel park once every 2 years.
Yeah.
Still
Just
don't
give me a
know.
pass.
She got it down. It was good. So today's her driver's test.
That's
She's
exciting.
super excited. I've come to here's my thing. She is not my first child. So usually when it's your first child, you're real like scaredy cat about stuff. She is my brother's youngest child, but she's my fourth by default. She's with us all the time.
Right.
And I have become so lackadaisical when she comes over to my house, especially down with his ankle recovery. She's like, they were like, can I go practice with your car? I go, sure, fine. I don't even like pause for a second. I'm like, sure, you want to take the kids? Go ahead and run around like in a couple cul-de-sacs and y'all go practice driving. I'm just like, usually you think a mom's like real scaredy cat.
Yes.
Like, okay, but make sure that your light 360 is on the whole time so I can track you.
She's very
I know exactly
mature.
what street you're on. I just was like, sure, okay, sure, whatever. Y'all,
But there are
who wants to
rules,
go in
like,
there?
when you're
16 going on 20.
When you're
Right,
16,
right.
you can't be having other minors in the car. There has to be an
I
adult.
don't know that about that, but let me pretend like I didn't say that.
Is that
Yeah, let's pretend you didn't say that.
Is that
Just going in the
Texas
cul-de-sac.
law?
She's
Yeah,
not
it
going
is a
on the
Texas
major
law.
road.
You
Okay, I was
can't,
going to say,
you
because
can't.
up north, that was not
Yeah.
the case.
Now, I remember when my daughter was getting her driver's license, and I said, "Oh, you can have some of your girlfriends now. You're not allowed to."
Okay, and how about this?
Interesting.
How are they
opening-
gonna know? Like, I guess.
Oh, you get pulled over.
Yeah, I guess you get pulled.
Well,
over.
if you're in River Oaks and you just see kind of like a little kid's head almost coming over the steering wheel, you know it's little Evie coming on down the road.
Well, she's so tall. She's taller
Yeah,
than.
she's super tall.
Oh my
She
gosh.
looks like a 21-year-old.
Yeah, dude,
Is
she's
she-
like 5'10".
She's taller than me now.
She is.
Oh, she is.
She's taller than you in 5th
100% taller
grade.
than
She's
you.
taller than you by 4 inches.
That's right. That's right. And at 6:40, actually, something happened yesterday with her and my mom and me in the car that I need to wait till 6:40 to ask the question because I'm hoping that the people that can help me are awake by then. I don't know if the people that can help me are awake at 6. They might be awake at 6:40, but it's one of those, ruh-roh, I think I'm in trouble with the city, but I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
City of Houston naughty list.
Uh-oh.
I got on the City of Houston naughty list yesterday.
I
I
just
cannot wait to hear this.
Does this make us like bad showmates?
Buddy.
Because I woke up Sunday morning and I'm just scrolling through my phone, looking at the news. Ooh, 6 people shot in Galveston on the Strand. And I figured, well, Eric's there, but I figured we would have gotten a text if it had been him.
Unless I was dead.
It was on the Strand, though, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Why did you say that?
I was like, ooh, do I text and say,
No, I
hey,
stayed- I
buddy, are
stayed.
you okay? And I figured, well, he's
Hey,
probably not going to
are
be down
you
at the Strand
okay?
at midnight.
I stayed in the West End.
Well, Traffic Shop Mike texted us, hey, it was a great weekend except for that shooting. Bike rally was a
Yeah,
success
6 people
except for that
shot.
shooting. I didn't know
I've
that
never
there was a
s-
shooting.
Yes,
Seen
2100 block of the Strand, and all the motorcyclists, they couldn't leave. They made it a crime scene. They blocked off the whole
man.
Strand, or that whole area of the Strand, and they couldn't get their motorcycles until 5 in the morning
Saturday,
the next day.
Wow.
I drove down there in the morning. To
Was there traffic?
just I probably saw 15 motorcycles pulled over, just broken down and stuff.
Oh my.
It's like, man,
Did you have your little electric bike?
I did. I put it on my stories. I was out there, my hog.
My hog.
Ridiculous.
You know what
Electric-
you call that?
You're on your Peppa Pig.
My electric, electric bikes. Yeah, I saw so many bikes. It was pretty cool. Because I think people rented homes because this thing went on for Thursday through Sunday. So
That's a
people
big
probably,
deal.
I bet they came in like on Tuesday. They had big trailers.
They
lot of
made
people.
national news.
It's the second largest rally in the United States.
Isn't Sturgis the
Sturgis
biggest?
number
But
one?
what are they? Dumb question. What are they rallying for? Are they saying, yeah,
They
to
have bands.
bikes.
I don't know. Like,
It's just
Like,
the
yeah,
thing,
let's
hey,
stay
we're
on
all part of the
bikes.
club.
Like,
Yeah.
is there? Because usually when there's a rally, there's like a cause. What's the cause? It's like, cool, we all have bikes.
maybe they do charity stuff. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
they,
so I'm question. Don't
But I thought
question.
this motorcycle.
anything.
They do like poker rides, and you go to each like bar place, and you donate a teddy bear and stuff, and you get a card, and then you get a poker hand at the end of the at the race.
Oh.
And you see who has the best hand. There's all kinds of stuff they do. They do a lot of charity. I know people give people on bikes bad rap because they got leather jackets. They might be scary.
Leather jacket.
A lot of them are good people.
Well, I mean, but there's notoriously a shooting, though. at this rally,
It
and
happens every year.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you got
Does it happen every
you
year?
got
There's a shooting
400,000
every time?
bikes.
There's always a
You're gonna
crowd.
have something happen.
Well, I know Jeep Weekend always has.
I've never
some-
seen that many police on motorcycles down there.
Oh,
Usually,
they
I never
have
see
to.
them.
Yeah.
They were pulling people over left and right. Like, oh, that was
They
not the
say
time to
it's a
speed. And
Traffic shop
quarter
Mike
of a
texted me
million
and said
people?
it was somebody from Hitchcock.
Yeah.
He said those darn people from Hitchcock
20-year-old
causing problems.
guy from Hitchcock, he's a person of interest. Pettis Ray. He was taken into custody as a person of interest, and it happened down in the
Pettis.
Strand.
Wow.
Pettis Ray. That is a
Ray.
Hitchcock
Hit
name.
us. Remember, hit us.
P with a P or H?
P.
Pettis.
P-E-D-D-I-S.
Yeah,
Pettis.
I'm like, what are you
Pettis.
guys saying?
Pettis.
Pettis.
Cotton out of your ears.
Or is it
Pettis.
Pettis? I don't know.
By Pettis.
Pettis.
Okay. Well, today on the Rule and Ryan Show, we've got a Rule and Ryan's Roses update at 7:20. We're going to check in with Mike after Lisa wanted to go on a little overnight stay with a coworker, but it was going to be totally platonic.
Tom.
Why not? Totally platonic. This is totally normal to go to a romantic place. Anyway, we'll do that at 7:20. Coming up next in Scoop. You know, over the summer, Barbie and Oppenheimer came out the same weekend, and it was like the battle of who's going to get number
Barbenheimer.
one. So Barbenheimer became a thing. Okay, now that actually is going to be a thing. It's going to be a real movie. We'll talk about how they're planning on
Barbie's
doing
going to be a
this.
scientist.
What?
Ridiculous. Here's your weather for today.
It is going to be cloudy. Looks like a high of 84 right now, 66 degrees, and 610 on the Rule and Ryan Show.
What up, what up, what up? Listen, get ready. This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
It is brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. Okay, so when Barbie first premiered, Oppenheimer was also premiering the same weekend. Barbie has now made over $1 billion.
Wow.
And you couldn't go anywhere Halloween without seeing a Barbie somewhere. A Barbie of all kinds. Even I was a Barbie. I was Radio Barbie. Well, Barbenheimer was nicknamed the weekend because Barbie and Oppenheimer were coming out the same time. And it was like the battle of like a serious movie versus a fun, fluffy movie. And now, low-budget cult movie legend Charles Band.
Oh, yeah. Big
Who's
fan.
that?
I don't know.
Charles who?
That's how he's described in the story.
He's got his name out there.
Low budget cult movie legend Charles Band is actually making Barbenheimer. Here's the plot. Dr. Bambi J. Barbenheimer, a brilliant scientist from Dolltopia, visits the real world and experiences the worst of humanity. Once she sees what's going on here, she decides to build a giant nuclear bomb and destroy everything.
I got a feeling Mattel might have something to say about this.
Well, that's why he's not using Barbie.
Yeah.
It's Bambi J. Barbenheimer. Barbenheimer is not
That's
a
true.
Mattel-owned name.
Okay.
That's just a cult phenomenon, fake name, like a morphed name, right? So anyway, he says he's fully cashing in on the whole cultural thing. And he says he's done it before. During the pandemic, didn't we all remember how Corona Zombies went? Remember that was the number one? No.
No?
What? No, I don't
Nobody
remember
knows
that one.
But yeah, he made Corona Zombies.
Any word when...
I guess it's a job for an actor or something.
Yeah,
It'd be-
he says that Barbenheimer is an opportunity to have fun and deliver some dark humor. And the other things he's made, other movies, The Ginger Dead Man, Puppet
Oh, I've
Master.
seen that.
You
Oh,
saw
he
Ginger-
made Puppet Master?
Yeah, he did Puppet Master films. He did Tourist Trap, Reanimator.
He did Reanimator, really? Oh, my God, that
Ryan's
is...
a big fan of this guy.
I do know who this guy is
all of
now.
that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Reanimator, that's an 80s classic.
Scientist.
Is it?
Now, when you mentioned, Barbenheimer, so Barbie started streaming immediately, pretty much, as soon as it ended its theatrical run. When's Oppenheimer coming out?
Is it already out? I don't know. I haven't
Is it
chased
streaming
to find
yet?
out.
Oh, I
I'm
don't
gonna guess
know.
it is.
I would not go see a movie that's over 3 hours. Like that new Scorsese movie, Flowers of the Something with De Niro and DiCaprio.
Flower Mound or Flowers in the Mound? Flower
I don't
Mound's
know.
a city.
It's 3 hours and 37 minutes, and I'm
So
like,
you've always, for the last 20 years I've known you,
that's
you
a long
focus on
time, Rolla.
It
Because-
streams November 21st.
Oppenheimer?
Yes.
Oppenheimer does.
Okay, yeah. Because
I mean, sometimes if
That's
the
true.
movie's good,
Any
you don't
movie
really
that's
think
under
about it.
that's over 2 hours, you always.
I don't mind
you look at
two.
the time. You
For
just
20
judge it
years.
by time, not by
I
content.
don't mind too, but my bladder's not going to make it 3.5 hours. There's no way.
So it doesn't make it 3.5 hours. Get up and go
Well,
pee
yeah,
and
you
come
can
back.
pause it.
Yeah, pause it.
at home.
No, at home, I'm saying. I'm not going to see it in the theater.
Remember that website we talked about years ago called runpee.com?
Pause it.
Yeah.
So you can
Best
run
time.
and pee
You can't
Yeah.
pause the
during this
theater.
part of the movie because
Oh
nothing
my
really is happening.
gosh.
Like if you were watching Forrest Gump back in 19 whatever that year was, and that website was around, you would have known that the best time to go pee is when he's running.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's
'Cause
fun.
that's a lot of like
You'd miss the whole
long
thing. How
time.
Have a Nice Day became a thing. You'd miss all these things that he created.
Well,
Yeah, but if
how
you
long
have
does
to
it
pee, you
get?
gotta
Good
go.
song, Jackson Brown, Running on Empty.
Running on
And beautiful
empty.
scenery. So many people go to that spot. Oh, really?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
so wrong on that one.
No, I would have gone.
What
to
would
go
you
pee during
say?
that.
On that movie, what could you go to?
Look at good time.
Titanic's a 3-hour movie. Where's the run P time?
Remember when those
in
ladies
Titanic?
were beating him up? His Dan, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh,
New Year's Eve?
New Year's
He picked
Eve.
up the trashy girls in Times
Yeah,
Square.
you can go pee for that part. That really
She
wasn't
tastes
much.
like cigarettes, Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, that part. You could miss 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
Where's the scene in Titanic you would run to pee?
The whole thing.
I can't even. Yeah, I was gonna say.
You're not allowed to
give
answer
you
because
a-
you didn't like that movie. But in general, where do you pee during Titanic?
But you
Is
got to do
it
it before
like-
when the water starts flowing in the
Yeah.
cabins and filling it
Oh
up.
yeah.
It takes a
Once you see
long
the
time
water-
for that
Oh
ship
yeah,
to
you
sink.
definitely do that because then you'll have to really go pee.
Yeah.
because of all the
Yeah.
water you're seeing. I would say maybe you go pee during the.
Look it up. What is it? Run P. Was it?
It's
All right.
runp.com. I wonder if they have a Titanic on it. If that
Hey,
website
look,
still
you
exists.
know they have to have that one.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because Run P is just about any movie.
Oh my gosh, this is
Where
real.
would you go potty?
Oh, you
yeah.
thought it was fake?
I thought you guys were.
No,
just-
no, there was a real website. I remember doing scoop about it, Sam.
There's Run P Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
Run P Barbie,
Run P
Run P
suggests
Killers of the
you
Mission
leave-
Impossible.
In
Titanic.
Titanic, it says Run P suggests that you leave at 56 minutes into the movie when Kathy Bates' character, Molly Brown, says, "You shine up like a new penny." While it's a nice scene, it really isn't important to the overall storyline, so go ahead and pee.
Well, that's how he got his tuxedo, though, to be allowed into first class.
My God.
You'll come back and you'll wonder how did Jack get into first class then?
You really
I
don't
guess
care.
not.
You're just waiting for the ice.
Now you're arguing with Run P.
Yeah, I am.
Type in Forrest Gump.
He already has the new movies like Priscilla and all this kind of stuff.
The thing is, you can't go the first 30 minutes. You got to really, because if you go the first 30, then you're might go
I
again.
think we all know how this
If
story
you went the
ends.
first 30, you poorly planned.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom
But
before the
a lot
movie
of people
starts.
finish their popcorn and their big gulp before
big gulp.
the
Don't drink too much of
the
that
stuff
icy.
starts at the beginning of the trailers and stuff.
The extra large icy. It's gonna make you extra pee. Killers of the Flower Moon has a run pee time in here. Oh, actually, it just says movie review. Is that the same thing?
3 hours and 37 minutes, though. And then you got to figure a trailer and everything. Most people, and then you got to park. That's 4.5 hours out of your day. That's a long time to go see a movie.
I don't think.
But if you're invested, what does it matter?
Yeah.
That's just like a sporting event.
But yet,
That's a long
Ryan
time.
can sit there all day and watch a series.
right, you binge watch
I
7
don't have to
hours
leave.
straight.
Those are 7 hours. You're watching 7 hours. 7
I've
episodes.
never sat down and watched 7 straight hours
Oh,
of television.
I don't.
Unless I was sick.
I don't know about that. You've told us stuff about shows and you finished it. I'm like, it just came out Friday. How'd you finish it?
Hey, somebody texted that when they went to go see Titanic, there was an intermission at the time.
Whoa.
They tried to do. Was it
I
last
do
week?
not
There's something
recall
about
that.
intermissions. That people are trying to get 13% of the country want intermissions. at movies.
13%.
Well, there was
That's a
a story
stupid
about the
idea.
Flower Moon movie, the Leo movie, the Scorsese movie, that there was going to be
Yeah,
an
that's why it
intermission, and
started.
people were mad because it was just going to take too much time.
When I was a kid, I saw a movie called Scarface,
Oh, yeah.
and it had an intermission. Intermission. I was like 7 or 8.
You were 7 years old
Yeah, eight.
when you saw
You
Scarface.
saw Scarface at 8 years old.
My
That is
dad. We went on
messed up.
vacation.
Say hello to my
That
little
is messed
friend.
up.
Explains so much, Eric.
Because my
know.
dad and I and my family we were in Florida, and it was either Terms of Endearment or Scarface. My dad's like, we ain't seen that crap. So the girls went and saw Terms of Endearment.
And he took you to make you a real man.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, chainsaw man's arms off. 8
Intermission
years
came,
old.
and then my sister and them they were done. They're like, come watch the rest of this movie.
Oh, no.
Oh, Rolla, didn't your dad
Disgusting.
take you to
Love
go
Scarface.
see...
My dad took me to go see a Vietnam movie. It was called Uncommon Valor, and I threw up in the theater.
Because it was so gory.
No,
and he
because you
still-
ate.
And he still wouldn't,
Because we
he
had
wouldn't
gone
leave
to
the
go
movie.
eat.
He's like,
yeah, I throw up in the aisle, and my dad sends my brother with me to the bathroom to go clean me up.
Yeah, you go do this.
yeah,
Dad's like,
I'm
"What?"
not missing this.
And it wasn't like, I don't remember. I remember trying to conceal that I was about to get sick because I knew that, y'all, going to the movies with my dad was a very rare occasion. My parents did not really take us to movies. So the fact that it was same thing, Eric, my mom was going to take either the kids are going to go shopping or they're going to go see a movie. So my dad told my oldest brother, we'll go see a movie. And the movie sounded way more fun to me than getting lost in the mall.
Yeah,
I was like, well, then my mom would have 4 of us.
especially when they're shopping and it's boring. When you're
Yeah,
a
my
kid.
dad would have 1. So to kind of break us up, my mom took 3 kids, my dad took 2 kids. And I was like, I'll go see a movie. Well, it was a movie called Uncommon Valor. I just remember that was the name of the movie.
I think Patrick
because I
Swayze
threw
was
up in
in
it.
that.
Patrick Swayze, I looked up later and as an adult, he was in the movie.
He had a beard.
It was like Vietnam POW stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Really bad. Okay, it wasn't like a gore scene that made me throw up. It was because we'd gone to go eat somewhere and whatever I ate wasn't sitting well with me. And I was like, I think I'm
What did you eat? You remember?
I remember exactly where we went. I'm not going to say the name of the place, but my parents ordered me and my little brother a hot dog. And I remember when we got it, you know, kids are so specific about how we eat our food. This hot dog bun was slathered in butter. It was real buttery.
yeah.
And I remember thinking, there's a lot of butter on this bread. And so I ate half the hot dog, and I was like, I can't eat it. There's too much butter on this. And that butter is what ruined me during the movie. I just kept thinking of the butter.
Made yourself sick.
Man, I threw up, and then so I throw up, and the aisle had like 2 people against the wall, and then we were like the third from the end. So these people have to walk over my barf to get out of the row.
These aren't stadium seats. These are
these are all flat seats.
It's flat. It's like one. It just angles up to the top.
Yeah,
of the
old school theaters. So I go to the bathroom, and my brother comes with me, and he stands outside the women's restroom. I'm in the women's restroom, like trying to figure out how to clean up, and I'm crying because I'm by myself.
Aww.
And then my brother opens the door. I go, "You okay?" And he's like, "Get some paper towels." And I was like, "Look at my shirt."
Did you stay for the movie or did you
And
leave?
yes, we had to go back in there. My dad wanted to finish it.
Ew, and then your shirt.
And I was
God.
the floor.
Oh, God, that's
And the
gross.
butter popcorn probably because that's around there.
Oh, it was a bad experience, but wow, what a memory.
You
when
should
I
watch
threw
it-
up at the movie
watch
theater.
it-
because my
rent that
dad
movie.
took us to see a Vietnam movie.
Find that movie on Amazon or something and
I
watch it.
never want to see that
She's going to
movie.
be scarred. Don't do it.
Oh gosh. Anyway, okay. Look, coming up next, I'm gonna ask some group therapy help for myself because I'm on the naughty list with the city of Houston. It's one of those things where you say, "That's not gonna happen," and then it happened. Uh-oh. It was me and my mom and my niece, who's having her 16th birthday today. Happy birthday to sweet Evie, who actually said to me before this happened, "Is that gonna happen?" I go, "Nah, it's not gonna happen," and then it happened. Anyway, I'll explain. Coming up next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Wake up. It's KRBE and more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
All right, on the naughty list.
Little group therapy for Roula, apparently.
Okay, yeah. Let me preface with this example. Most everybody who has health insurance has some sort of thing that you can pay for your doctor's appointment. It's like an HSA card, FSA card, whatever, if you chose that option. Imagine you go to the doctor's office, you forgot your HSA card. Now they're like, well, I guess I'll put on my Visa. How do you, and you're supposed to do some kind of paperwork to charge it back, right?
Yeah, you pull it out of the ATM and then put the receipt there so that you can validate it should they come after you.
Okay, so I wonder if that works the same in this scenario. Yesterday, I went shopping with my mom and my niece. My mom has a handicap placard in her car when she drives because of her medical stuff. And she was with me. And she used to keep an extra one in my car so that if she was ever with me unplanned, we could still park in handicap and we're covered. So I haven't ridden with my mom in a long time. Obviously, I had my surgery. I haven't driven in so long. So yesterday when we were together, I was like, okay, we'll just park here. And she goes, oh, I forgot my placard. I go, oh, I have your old placard here. So I put the placard in. And I put, we go shopping. I come back, I have a citation from the city of Houston.
Okay.
And I'm like, WTF?
Yeah.
And the thing was expired by a month.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, because I remember my niece said, is that still valid? I go, yeah, but I mean, even so, it's like, I think it's like, whatever. We're going to be in here real quick. Of course, in the real quick, some city employee comes around, gets a fluorescent orange tag on my car. And I'm like, no way. So I'm wondering if, like, can you do that health insurance thing? Can you do that thing like, well, look, we have it. She has a current one. I
So
just
it's
had
like,
the
it's like if you don't have your
expired
license,
one.
when you get pulled over,
Yeah, or
and you have to-
insurance.
You have to have proof of insurance. They say just go to court, or you can.
Let's hope you don't have to go to court, but it might come down to that.
Because they have that stupid little machine that just pops out a ticket.
Oh, yeah.
And you stick it right
yeah.
there.
What's the fine going to be?
I don't know. I didn't
I
even
bet
read the
it's-
thing because when I saw it, I just tried to play it off like I'm not worried. But I'm like, damn it, because I didn't want my mom to be mad. Like, not mad at me, but I'm just saying, I didn't want her to sweat it. And I just was like, for crap's sake, we were in there for like 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and I got this dang thing. So now, like, how do you, quote, fight that when you say, okay, well, look, here's the placard, here's the current one. I didn't have the current one with me. Is it more? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to pay this thing.
I would call the clerk and ask them, whatever the phone number is on there, you can ask them for the proper way to go through this. Because all of them is going to be different. And let's hope you don't have to go to court. But there, you might have to go in for 10 minutes, like, look, Judge, here it is. And then they'll be like,
Why don't you just call the Ram?
Maybe.
I think that's
I think
too
it's being
small
accident.
beans for him.
You can just
That's
answer.
too small beans.
yeah,
you
you
can
gonna
just-
mess with that.
He can answer a question for you, though.
Somebody said just go show them to actually have to go to a court date.
Whenever I go to Rice Village,
Traffic court?
they want you to pay for those things. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
The meters?
Someone told me that worked at a place there said that
Pay park.
it's owned by a person
Private
who owns that.
parking?
They're just
A
trying
private?
to sit. They can't. You can just take
It's
that
not a real
ticket.
ticket?
I don't know if that's
Well, that's
true or
how
not.
City
That's I'm
Center
curious
is.
if anyone knows that.
Okay, so I learned this little tidbit because
That's what I mean. I don't want to get collections. That's
You
what
want to
I'm
find
like.
out.
So I
I'm
just
sure
pay
you
it.
can Google
I just do it, but
search
I'm
it.
thinking maybe I shouldn't.
I think it's like an honor system. Like in City Center, they'll write you tickets, if you're not parked right, but they can't tow your car, and they won't tow your
It's not
car.
like a real ticket. Is that-
It's just like,
It's not like
it's not like
Harris
the
County.
city doing it.
All right, somebody said go to traffic court on Saturday morning. What is that? You just show up on a random Saturday and say, hi, I'm here?
Hey, guys.
Yeah, somebody said just walk in. They open at 8.
There's someone's calling Roula to try
good.
and see if we can give you some answers.
Hi, Johnny. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hello.
Hi.
I just got hello guys.
Hi.
I just got a fine yesterday at HEB in the Heights
Okay.
for that
Same thing?
expired placard.
Okay.
What you do is you go to adjudication court downtown, take your new placard and take your old placard.
Yeah.
Tell me you forgot. Otherwise, it's a $500 fine.
Oh,
Yeah, that's worth the trip.
way.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
definitely
my
worth the trip.
God. Definitely, I'm going to have to take time
Oh,
to do that crap.
$500.
And it has to be specifically downtown at like City Court or something? I can't just go to that one on Glenmont?
No, it's got to be on Lubbock.
On Lubbock.
Now, do you have a scheduled court date for that, or you can't just show
you got
up?
to do it before 30 days.
Okay.
Okay.
But you
Okay.
can just show up.
Does she have to bring her mom with her?
Oh, yeah. Do I have
Like
to
a
bring my
witness.
mom?
She can,
Because she's the one who has
you can
it.
just show up.
Right?
And
No, just show the
as long
legit
as you
one.
got the plaque.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real simple.
Yeah, because
Real
we have a
simple.
legit one.
I gotta do it.
I think it would be different if we had one at one point, it expired, and we used it, versus it's
Yeah.
just the flip over.
Wait,
Like it
wouldn't she have
expired
to
and you
take her
a new
mom, though?
one.
Think about it, because it's not her placard. If she goes in there and they're like, well, it doesn't say you've got a placard.
That's what I'm saying. Who's placard?
But I'm her driver.
It doesn't matter. I think
Yeah,
you need
you
your
were
mom.
driver.
Yeah, I
Just
was
to be
the
safe, though,
driver.
'cause then-
I got to plead my case because mine was expired. Period. I'm gonna see.
And you didn't have a new one,
You know
Johnny.
what? Give me the jail time. I'd rather pay that.
Give me the jail.
Wait, hold on, Johnny.
This is a
Wait,
night in
wait,
jail.
Johnny.
I don't think
Yours
so.
was expired and you
give me
didn't
the
have a
3
new one
days
to
in
back it
jail.
up?
3 days.
3 days in jail?
For
You would take 3 days in jail over
I'm not
$500
doing that.
fine?
Either that or pay the money. And
You see, Roula's in
I'm
jail.
a poor Mexican. I ain't got no $500 fine.
You're like, it's Christmas time. I need that money for my kids.
Here's Roula.
Oh my God, 3 days
Behind
in
the
jail.
bars.
It makes- oh my God.
Johnny, you and Johnny are going to be in jail
I
together.
know, Johnny.
Why don't you guys do it together?
Oh my gosh, but Johnny doesn't have a backup one. He just used an expired one and was like rogue.
Well, his should be more expensive then.
Yeah. Johnny, are you worried about that?
Yeah, Johnny's screwed because there's nothing he can do.
Johnny, I don't want you to go to jail.
Ryan's going to pay it for you.
I didn't say that.
It's close. I know.
Oh, wait, Johnny, you said you already went to the Lubbock building, or are you gonna go?
Has this happened to you before?
Johnny?
Huh?
I said, are you? Did you,
Let me.
Johnny, is this
did
been
you
your...
already go, or are you telling me because that's your plan also?
No, I'm like I said, I got it yesterday, so
Oh,
I got
okay.
to go up.
Okay, you got
But I'm
Johnny,
gonna
have
plead
you
my
ever-
case.
We both
Have you
got
ever
him.
been in jail before?
Me?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, DWI.
Uh-oh.
Well, why do you want to go back then? You don't want to go back
stay
in
out
there.
of prison.
No, I don't want to pay a fine either. I ain't got $500.
Do they do payment plans, or does it have to
So
be?
so you're even
Well,
Steven.
that's what I'm hoping for.
They have to have a payment plan.
Yeah.
So
something.
if you do the 3 days in jail, it gets wiped off your record. You don't have to pay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, but they're not gonna put you in jail. They're not gonna. I don't think so.
You're not being sent out to the Texas.
You might want to do your
Department of
homework before you have this plan. I don't think they're going to put me in there, but
Listen, Johnny was calling in and giving me advice for those just
I don't
tuning
know
in
if I
on
take
getting
Johnny's
a
advice.
ticket yesterday in
He's
a
ready to
handicap
go to
spot with
jail
my mom.
to avoid paying.
Linda's a truck driver, and Ahmad put stars by her name.
what does that mean?
What does Linda have to say? Hi, Linda. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Roula.
Hi.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Let me
morning.
reset real quick, Linda, because people might be just tuning in. They don't know what we're talking about. Yesterday, I took my mom shopping with my niece. My mom has a handicap placard. We were in my car. Her placard in my car is expired. I said, it's fine. We could just use it real fast because we're going to go in for half an hour. We come out, we have a ticket. And I said, well, what happens now? Because she actually has a current one. I just had the expired one because I was her driver. So what's the answer, Linda? Can I get out of it?
Well, I received it from my mother as well. And what I did is I couldn't go to court because I'm a truck driver. So I sent a copy of the current one and
Yeah.
a copy of the expired one. But they want a letter explaining why wasn't the current one there.
In
and
the
I
car,
used,
okay.
I said, yeah, my mother's seen now. She couldn't tell the difference.
Okay. So your mom couldn't do
And
it.
yeah, because they're both blue. All the dates are really scribbled, and she really couldn't see that much. So to her, blue is blue. It was, you know, she just
should
figured
take
that
it
was
out.
it. So
Got
I
it,
put
got
on
it.
there.
Yeah.
Did it
okay.
work?
Yeah, and they accepted that. Yes, it did.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
it did.
Yeah, because Johnny
Yeah,
was saying
so-
it's a $500 fine or 3 days in jail. Then somebody texted it's a $700 fine. I'm like, they're not playing around. But then I'm not
It all
either.
depends on the city.
Yeah,
It all depends on the city. And you know what? They'll take that letter. It's really they'll take it into consideration.
But she has to send a letter like
So good luck with
ASAP.
that.
Okay, well, let me try it.
Yeah.
And
It
actually,
has it in the ticket in the back. There's an email in the back where you can email that stuff.
okay,
the
I'll look at
proof,
it.
the
I never
picture
really
and
read it
everything.
yesterday. I just said, oh, crap.
Email it like today, and then that way you have still 29 days.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's in the slammer with Johnny.
3 days. I'm not doing that.
Would you guys do that?
No, hell no.
Hell no.
How about
now?
Not
We'll
holiday
change it
time.
since he has no money. We'll
Yeah.
change it to Ryan. You have to pay $50,000.
I'm doing to jail.
See, that's why to him that's
$50,000.
$50,000.
Yeah, it's very true.
$500 is a
So let's
lot.
see.
It could be a little
Would you?
vacation for me.
I know.
I
You're
don't
like,
think it's a
oh,
vacation.
Santiago's not going to wake me up.
No
I'd take a loan out.
husband.
I'd take a loan and get $500.
So you wouldn't do
Yeah,
the
but
3
what
days?
would be the
I don't want to go to jail.
interest on
rate,
that?
It's for your freedom.
What's the interest of being in jail? Like,
All right,
things could
around
happen
room,
in there.
Kevin, would you do the 3 days in
man.
jail as opposed to 50 grand?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm doing jail.
3 days in jail.
Rula?
I know, but it's
whole
probably
days.
and maybe it'll be home confinement.
But like, where in the jail are you?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, I don't
you'll
know.
get a pick.
Yeah, you want that white collar prison.
Well, don't you
You're
want
not
a
gonna
drunk
prison-
tank?
you don't
No,
have
it's
time-
not
you're gonna
prison.
put you
It's
in
like a
county.
drunk tank or something, right?
I was in a drunk tank for 12 hours.
How
That was bad
traumatized will
enough.
I be from 3 days in jail versus trying to come up with some kind of emergency easy loan?
You with smells and germs and no
Oh,
CDs?
there's no chance. I wouldn't survive. I'd be like, somebody knock me
I
out.
already know this answer from you, Sam. You're doing the 3 days.
Probably.
Yeah.
So she breaking some. It's like my cousin Vinny, the movie where he actually got good sleep in jail.
Oh, yeah?
He couldn't get any real sleep outside
like
of
the
jail.
loudness?
Sam's like, there's no baby crying. I'm sleeping like a baby in here.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. The city of Houston is asking people, don't be alarmed, don't freak out if you see somebody studying the contents of your garbage, your waste bins. The city has been collecting with the nonprofit recycling partnership since October 23rd to study the way Houstonians recycle and throw away their trash. Would that bother you if you looked out there and you saw somebody rifling through your trash can?
I mean,
It
initially.
happens every Friday at my house. So.
Yeah, you know what? There's some pickers in my neighborhood, but
Yeah.
usually they're going for the heavy trash day. You know what? People don't know that you're not
the
supposed
cans.
to. For instance, you're not supposed to put a garbage bag in the recycling bin. You got to take those contents out of there and then throw the plastic bag away.
Really?
And also pizza boxes. If
That's
it's a
not recycling.
no, you can't recycle a pizza box because it has grease on it. You can't
Yes.
recycle a
Yes.
greasy ass.
Well, then they
Right.
shouldn't put the recycling little logo on
And
it.
they do, Sam. You're right.
You're right,
There's
Sam.
a pizza
So
company that
they're
says
messed
recycle
up.
this box, and you're not supposed to.
No.
Yeah, they're
Do not
messing
recycle
up.
your pizza boxes, people. That's greasy trash.
The Texans beat the Bucks 39-37.
That was amazing, y'all. My husband went to the
Wow.
game last night to take my son for his first NFL game ever with some friends who had tickets.
day.
What a game.
And they said, "Oh my God, that game after halftime was so amazing. We won in the last
Oh,
6
yeah,
seconds."
that's one of those.
Yep.
and our
that
running
fourth
back
quarter.
kicked the field goal.
Yeah, because our main kicker was injured, so
That's
he
so
had,
crazy.
they had to do a bunch of 2 points conversions because or go for it because he was injured. So
C.J.
yeah,
Stroud threw for 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, and his 15-yard touchdown
46
pass
seconds
to Tank
left.
Dell.
46 seconds left. We're down, and he came back and took him all the way down and scored. But 6
That was
seconds. It took him
awesome.
40 seconds to do it.
I just saw in the
Pretty
comments
cool.
yesterday when they were doing the highlights, somebody said, "And how did we lose to Carolina last week?"
That's what's weird.
Yeah, why did we lose to them last week when we
And,
were
and
awesome
who else?
yesterday?
Atlanta. They lost 2 other games.
They did?
Last second field goals.
Oh,
Well, I would
Man.
say
Good
do not
future.
pay attention to trolls because former Astros manager Dusty Baker admitted that the criticism that he received throughout the season helped convince him to retire. There was a whole bunch of criticism, he said, from 30-year-olds and bloggers and tweeters that I'm not doing this and I don't know that. And that
Come on,
ultimately
Dole.
led to him retiring.
Dusty's not soft like that. I
He
can't
just said he is.
I just can't picture him being that soft. Who cares?
Well,
what,
it probably
who cares what a
didn't
blogger
help.
says or texter or whatever? What? Who cares, man?
I see how
You're a
upset you
legend.
get. I see how upset you get when you get a mean troll.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be. If I'm a manager and I've had that experience that he has. No. I think he's just mad that a few of the big writers, Chandler Romer, I forget his name, one of the guys for that beat writers. He did a story about how Chaz McCormick and him don't get along, and he hates him, type of thing.
Oh.
the writer hates Dusty, or
No, the
Chaz
writer,
hates Dusty?
the writer wrote that about how Chaz and Dusty don't get along, and then Dusty's like, I give him banana pudding, or I bring muffins or something like that. I give him
banana
muffins. I
pudding.
like them. I like them. So
That's what's
I
going
left a
down.
bad taste in his mouth.
Okay,
all right.
well, coming up next, we're doing Look at Me Now. Give us your fun, inspirational story of a time when somebody told you you're not going to amount to anything, or you can't do that, or you're never going to be anything. And look at you now. You're a success. 713-390-KRBE. We'll talk to you next on The Roula and Ryan Show.